third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Actually...
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
We're here to become disciples.
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here.
Yeah, we actually traveled from a faraway land to actually learn this martial art.
Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert.
Understandable.
You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being.
I'm not going back until I can call him my sensei.
I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave.
Okay.
Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
His vision was stolen.
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness.
Oh my.
Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away.
Wow.
It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Is that him? Why is he running?
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
I think that is Anzai.
Aha! Suspicious person sighted. That's gotta be him.
How did you catch up with me so quickly?
You're old.
Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here.
There you
First
go,
off,
Paimon.
who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day, long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
Surprise, surprise, Anzai.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai? Yes, that's me.
Why did you run?
Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Meikyo Shisui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple.
Ah, so you got jealous?
Practitioners of Meikyo Shisui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sounds familiar.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shisui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind. His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Meikyo Shisui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all.
At least what he said.
Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yae has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
There it is.
Lady Yae? Is that the same Lady Yae that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yae is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yae can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yae?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yae does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yae herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yae's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yae, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow.
Okay.
Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui art, will do our best to help you.
Sure, I will gladly join you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yae. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden children from her.
Okay, I can get an electrogranum here. Oh, yeah. This is the new mechanic where you can actually like boost yourself up, which is actually pretty cool. Let's see. Gonna go there and then... And this is the new Electro Sealy, if I'm not mistaken. So you're supposed to just follow them, but they have like a very limited amount of time, and their movement is kind of erratic. So let's see if we can catch up with them.
Don't blink!
Okay, where are you going next? Where? Okay. Oh, there you go. Ah, so your Silly Garden is not even visible. Interesting. Oh, and this is the new plants. I think this is called the Nakuweed? Yeah, Nakuweed. There you go. Oh god, what the heck? This looks cool. I love floating islands in games. But how are we supposed to go up then? Oh, this is like a big hole or something. And there's a lot of electro energy right there. We are not supposed to go down, I think. So maybe there is a way for us to go... Oh, there's an electrogranum here. Okay, so... Oh, there you go. Okay, this is fun. This is fun. Okay, come on. There you go. And is there supposed to be another electro? Oh, I need to go up actually. And okay, there you go. Come on, go up. And there you go. And there you go. Now we should be at the top, right? Not quite, not quite. We still have ways to go to the top, but we are pretty close. So I think we can just glide down. And yes, there we have new animal here, which is a little fox. I hope we can get that in the Serenity pot though, because that's going to be so cute. And of course, we have a lot of Torii gates. And okay, there is a little child here, Riku. Ah, an Outlander. Hello. Wanna play? Okay, let's play hide and seek. Ah, but my sister is still working at the shrine, and I promised her that I wouldn't run around. I need to wait for her so we can go home together. If my sister can find me, she'll probably worry. Thank you, but I think I'll just play by myself. Right, yeah, I think it's bad for you to kind of run around, and if you accidentally trip, then yeah, that's going to be a long way down. So, yeah.
Surely that child isn't slacking off. Do you think that's Lady Yai?
Yep.
Oh, no wonder Junya was so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now?
Yep, she did.
It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Yeah, she has a point.
Lady Yai, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the Swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest Swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Who exactly?
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Anzai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Anzai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Anzai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
That's such a weird way to thanking people.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Yeah, so basically I think what happens here is that he dedicated his entire life to chase after that ambition, and that leads him to actually get a vision. But when that vision was taken away, as we see in the previous cases, that his ambition was also taken away from him, leaving him a hollow soul. So he doesn't want that thing to happen to his disciple, so basically tell them to not have ambition at all so that they won't get hurt like him. And as for why he becomes like a deranged man, I think that one is more of a like past guilt. By defeating his opponents, he kind of stripped their ambition because now they cannot become like the best. Which is actually pretty weird. I mean, if I'm defeated by my friend, then I would say that that's just a temporary setback and I'm going to, you know, make another rematch in the future. So there is a chance for me to actually reclaim my title as like the best bit in between two of us, right? I think these people kind of like give up easily, or I misunderstood this entire case. So yes, it seems as good as a resolution as we can hope for.
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
What?
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
She is interesting. Yeah, she is so interesting. But anyway, there is this thing over here, which is called a sacred sakura tree, which is a pretty interesting and very big sakura tree. Oh, is that like a feature of a dragon or something? And basically I can offer something if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there you go. So this is pretty similar to the Dragon Spine's tree. So basically we can spend our Electro Sigil instead of like exchanging them with the shops in Leah and Mondstadt. We can do this and level the tree up. So let's offer, we have 50 right now, so let's offer 25. Oh, actually that offers everything. Okay, so let's see what is the reward. We got some energy, we got, oh, some regular wish. Thank you so much. Reach level 3 in the Sacred Sakura Favor to obtain Eternal Current. When the character's elemental type is Electro and their elemental energy is less than or equal to 50%, Electrograna will slowly generate energy for them. What? Excuse me, what? Okay, so that's not as great as I thought it is. So basically, if I play Kaching or Fischl or basically any other Electro characters, because there's 3 Electro characters in this nation, if I have an Electrograna, then that Electrograna is going to regenerate myself to the halfway point, which is pretty bonkers. That means I can use the abilities way more often. Electrograna can help characters block 6 instances of damage from some of the Inazuma's environmental hazards, such as Thunderstones and Bale Thunder areas. Electrograna will last for 15 seconds. Okay, so Bell Thunder is basically the new Dragon Spine. So there are some areas that we see earlier where we can take damage when we enter there. So we need to have Electrograna to prevent from taking damage. So let's see, Electrograna duration increased to 20 seconds. If your active character's element is Electro, attacks of theirs that deal damage will cause the Electrograna to unleash a coordinate lightning bolt that deals Electro damage to opponents. So basically, Electrogranum becomes Oz, right? Fischl's Oz. Every character in the party whose elemental type is Electro, increase the damage dealt by Electrogranum, okay, by 30% now. And duration increase again, and the final level is going to attack to 2. Interesting. So what is the maximum level though? So you can, oh my god. Yeah, I have a feeling that we're going to fill this tree for quite a while. It has 50 levels, meaning that at this rate of like 25 sigils, that is like, I think this entire tree progression system is going to sustain us until the next expansion. Kendo Ringo. You want a fortune slip? Gee, she's so cold. Yes, I'd like one. Got it. Here's how it goes. First, shake this thing over here. Isn't it called a fortune slip box? Yes, a bamboo slip will drop out of it. Give it to me, and I'll give you a matching strip of paper. I'm pretty sure they say it's a fortune slip. Whatever. Paimon's got a question. What do we do if we get one that means bad luck? It's fate. You got a problem with that, huh? Huh? Isn't there that shelf-like thing outside we can use to, Did she seriously just say... Oh, did she really just say sick? Let me see. Oh, right. So it's like this. Tie the inauspicious slip onto the fortune slip hanger to change ill fortune to good. Ah, right. If you get a slip with ill fortune, just tie it to the shelf. That'll do. Huh, what a bunch of... no, sorry. We are at the Grand Narukami Shrine, our most gentle indeed. Even if you should draw a slip with bad luck, you shall have a chance to turn it around. Something about this doesn't seem right. Let's go draw a slip, Lumin. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we got. There is a chance every day to receive a fortune slip. The procedure is as follows. Shake a bamboo slip from the fortune slip box and exchange that bamboo slip for a fortune slip with Gendo Ringo. Would you like to try your luck today? Sure. Picks up the slip cylinder. And... click the cylinder to draw a fortune slip. Okay, what do we got? Successfully drawn a fortune slip. Open it up, quick! Give me that bamboo slip. Right. This shrine really seems to lack the whole divine affection thing, huh? Here. Let's see how our luck's going. Ah, yes. You can only draw one fortune slip each day. Please remember that. It's too tiring otherwise. Wait, no. If not, you won't be able to use the fortune slip hanger to, no. That's not right either. What was I supposed to say? Fortune slips are the manifestations of our Archon's will. It is our place as mortals to respect it and do all we can. See? Elegantly put. So please remember, you can only draw one fortune slip every day.
See that he stays safe.
Let Paimon see! Let Paimon see! Yeah, not bad. Being with Paimon will certainly bring you good fortune. Yeah, I think that kinda sums up my life story in a nutshell. So, not too bad, not too good, but it's basically boring.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes?
Oh, it's a CG. Interesting.
Ayaka! Huh?
Oh, so now you decided to reveal yourself. Oh, hello there. She's beautiful.
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah, actually, we didn't really help at all. The damage done by losing a vision can be completely undone.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Yeah.
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Okay, alright then, friend request accepted. I hope there's a pop-up from the top.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen?
Yeah, it seems to be a fate worse than death, honestly.
Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance?
Okay, so we're going to accept it now. Alright, I will help you fight the Vision Hand Decree.
You will? Really?
But you must keep the promise you made me.
Naturally.
Alright, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, okay.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Yeah.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me?
Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the first one. Okay. What kind of god is the Raiden Shogun?
The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions. Most of them formal ceremonies.
She doesn't get out much. Got it.
She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling.
So, what you're saying is that she doesn't do what her heart said, and that she doesn't actually have a heart. Well, that's kind of weird. Is no one else fighting the Vision Hand Decree?
The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever.
Right, because most people don't have visions.
After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others.
Right.
Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Yeah, because we are the minority here, and as you may have known, minority is always oppressed no matter which region of the world you're in. And apparently also in the fantasy world.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree.
Have you raised a formal objection to the Vision Hunt Decree?
Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree.
So basically, she's trying to fight the Vision Hunt Decree by going through the diplomatic way. But yeah, all of these 3 questions actually gives us more questions than answers. So for now, I have no further questions.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
Right.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
Oh, okay.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article.
Must have been where Fenty went. I kinda want one too.
The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Oh.
Darn! So they found out about it? Ugh.
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu.
He has saved many others, so it is only right that we should be safe too.
Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt.
Right, so you're offloading that job to me, huh?
By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naganohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
I have an idea who. Alright, and so, anything else?
You want to know who you'll be meeting in Hanamizaka? Let's just say they'll be easy to find. You'll see what I mean when you get there.
Alright. So, a bit of a note here. I know that Ayaka's banner is now available, but going from the leaks, we have basically like a back-to-back lineups of characters that I want to get. After Ayaka's banner, we're going to get that firework girl and also Sayu. And then we're going to get Kanyu's banners, and then we're going to get Raiden's banner, and then also the Sarakujo's banner. So I have to prioritize because I'm still basically a free-to-play player, and if her banner returns in the future, I think I'm going to get her because she is beautiful. Even though her abilities is not really that flashy though, so...
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt Decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt Decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we?
Let's move!
Psst! Hey, wait!
Oh, Yoimiya. Hello?
Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention. Come on, this way. What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help? Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment. Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision! Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here, take it.
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it? This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
So the vision they took was fake?
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya. Sorry about that.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
I love the
Great to
meme.
meet ya.
That meme though.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it.
Right, but you flaunt your vision on your person all the time, so, huh?
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too?
Yeah, Miss Kamisato mentioned his name, and we were just on our way to rescue him.
You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently. But if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Yeah, if you want to join my team, could you appear in my next wish?
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Yeah.
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out.
Okay, so this is the police station apparently. Don't mind me, you're not going to notice me, right? So I just have to go through the back.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, we've got a good chance. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here.
Alright.
We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
You sure? Alright then. Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, you too.
Oh, we're supposed to fight them.
Incoming.
You guys are just level 80.
Access to...
Oh, we don't actually kill them. Okay, they just fade away. Get snapped, I guess. My god, okay, this looks really cool though. Yeah. Oh, okay, they have a prison with like an abyss. Which is kinda makes sense because the building from the outside is kinda small, so they have to dig down. Oh, We got some more enemies here. Oh, yep. Step into the dojo, everyone. Yeah, these guys are pretty weak. Apparently, no matter what is the nation, the guards are always weak.
Phew. We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of drinks once this is all over.
We cannot drink.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him.
Yeah, all thanks to that person.
Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him?
Yeah.
It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the Vision Hunt Decree, of course. How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Unlikely.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt Decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Thanks for the compliment.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt Decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts.
Ceremony?
And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt Decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together?
Ah, I do love hot pot though. Oh boy, it's been a while.
Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A hot pot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together.
Oh boy.
Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was.
That is such a terrible idea though. This reminds me of that mission in Stardew Valley, if you play that game, where there's an event where the entire town must put like an ingredient into the pot, and then everybody is going to taste it. Now, if you're foolish enough to put an entire fish, mind you, uncooked fish, into the pot, it ruins the entire taste.
Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives blessings from the god of hot pot.
God of hot pot, okay.
Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But what should we choose?
Yeah, let's... Nah, I'm going to stick to the classics, alright? I'm not going to ruin the entire taste of the hot pot, alright? So...
Let's see what we've got here. Fresh fish fillets, shrimp, bamboo shoots. Nice! You can't go wrong with these. Paimon can't wait.
Hey, everyone enjoys a normal meal.
Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything edible into the pot. Don't go wasting the rest now. This was possibly the scariest looking hot pot Paimon's ever seen. Fortunately, Toma ended up eating all the weird stuff.
Yeah, you can say that again. But hey, at least I got the most points. Oh, wait a moment. That doesn't feel good.
Oh no.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. The soup flavor wasn't quite the same afterwards.
Yeah, that's the problem with hot pots.
Even with a traveler's normal ingredients, I still couldn't guess any of them correctly.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
I do hope that they refer to cakes as some kind of like a fleshy thing instead of like an actual cake, because that is terrible.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down.
Okay, somebody needs to call the doctor. I think he got food poisoning or something. Oh boy.
I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
I always love Lumina's expression.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the God of Hot Pot's blessing. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. I can sense it. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's Hot Pot Challenge is... me.
Sure.
Oh, brother.
Good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and relaxation.
Yes, if the Tenryo Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation.
Sure.
Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you all later.
Bye, Toma. Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori Tea House for a while. Why don't we go explore some other places?
Alright, so that is Chapter 2, Act 1. Kinda ends on the, I guess I would say like an appreciated phase right there, because we get to hang out with the two of them. I kinda wish that we hang out with like more people though, because you know, having feasts like that is going to be kind of like a memorable thing, like what we have with Jean's birthday back in Mondstadt, but it still wasn't the same. So yeah, let's see what we're going to do next, and that is, oh boy, yeah, we have some quests. All right, so we do have the Ayaka story quests, and we do have the Yoimiya story quest available as well, and also we have some other world quests that we need to do. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to leave a like, and if you want to see more videos from Genshin Impact's new updates or some other videos like Honkai Impact and other indie games that I played from time to time, feel free to subscribe. And with that, I think I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.